I would definitely recommend Talk Calling. I think I'd recommend it to youth workers that are working with that older end of the youth work spectrum, but also I think people that are in their early, 20s, it's a great thing for anyone to have sort of in their toolbox for youth work. Hi, my name is Samantha Sieber, but everyone calls me Sam, and I'm the youth worker at St. John's Church in Walmley, which is part of the Diocese of Birmingham. I instantly saw it and thought, what a great resource, how easy and accessible it was. And I have been using it with my Vision youth group, which is year 9 and older. We've been using it over the last couple of weeks to kind of unpack what it means to discern our future and God being part of that. Because I think that there's so much in their lives that they're like, this is how it needs to be, and I'm going to go to school and do this GCSE. And I don't know that God's part of that all the time. I think they really love the fact that, it's cards they can pick. They don't have to come up with it. It's almost like a multiple choice. The thing is, especially with the picture cards, they'll take them, and the way I would view that picture, it means something different to them, which I think is great. Then, because they're quite a close group, they'll start asking each other deeper questions just because they want to know each other a bit better. I told them to bring their phones, and actually I say to them after the end of each session, pick the card that meant the most to you, or maybe you think the most, and take a picture of it. And that way they have this diary of these pictures that actually can be really useful for them at the end of it all, being like, okay, I remember that and I remember that. And it's kind of helping them to not forget the kind of journey they went on with the course. The instructions are very easy. They're also very short, which actually is quite useful. I don't want to read 20 pages about something and then I'm going to do it a bit differently anyway. You just kind of use the questions, but you can unpack it a bit and you kind of know what's behind it and why, and that just makes it such an easy thing to pick up and use. And I think whether you've been in youth work for a while or whether you're kind of just trying to help the teenagers in your church and you're not paid full staff, or you're just kind of someone who says, I have a heart for teenagers and I want to help them think about this, it's easy to just pick up and use. I think it's helped them to actually grow closer as a group. I also think that it's helped them to kind of broaden their idea of how they discern their future, what they think about their future, and that idea of letting God be part of how you make decisions for your future. The kids I have are kind of 13, 14, and I would love to do it with them when they're 17, 18, but I think it's good to start that thinking now, so that when they get to 17 and 18, they've already got that in their brain a bit, that actually I want God to be part of this decision with me.